The prayer of recollection, which I'm going to teach you now, is a prayer that is designed to get us up close to the person who loves us just the way we are without any requirements. And that person is, of course, our Savior, Jesus Christ. It's a prayer of putting aside or laying down those other things that have been put onto our shoulders, those burdens we carry, those accomplishments we hold up, and laying them aside and taking on our true status and identity, the deepest source of our being, that we are indeed children of God. So here's how to pray the prayer of recollection. Begin by centering yourself and opening your heart to God. Then the first step of the prayer of recollection is to state ways of defining yourself that are not your true identity. Think about your roles, your personal traits, your culture or your race, your personal history, and you put off those things by saying, God, I am not, and then fill in the blank. The key here isn't to let this be a rote exercise, but to truly think about those things that indicate how you define yourself and then offer them up to God. Next, deliberately, intentionally recall your identity in Christ as a child of God. So think about actively putting on God's grace and receiving the truth of who you are in Christ. As you do so, listen for the Spirit telling you that you are loved, that you are accepted, you are forgiven. Finally, as you're going through that process, be honest with God about how your heart is responding to this prayer. Are you grateful? Are you doubtful? Are you conflicted? Just be honest with God about those things and seek God's grace to grow in your true identity as a beloved child of God. Now, you can offer this prayer at any time, but you might think about trying to work it into your prayer pattern once a week. That way, on a regular schedule, you're bathing yourself in the reality that you are not defined by your past, by your accomplishments, or by any of these other ways that we like to define ourselves, but instead you're inhabiting the true identity that has been given to you by God, that you are a child of God through the love and grace of Jesus Christ. Thanks for joining me for Lesson 5 in our How to Pray series. If you'd like to talk about it some more, if you have some questions, if you'd like to get in touch with others and dig a little deeper, please feel free to get in touch with the church office. You can call or send an email to connect@chestnutgrovechurch.net.